today's topic is urticaria angioedema. Okay, it is the most common clinical condition. Urticaria is local area of dermal edema. What is the definition? Local area of dermal edema with itching secondary to the transient increased capillary permeability is called urticaria. Now angioedema. Angioedema is it is a general edema. What is the difference between urticaria and angioedema? It is also dermal edema, but in urticaria it is local edema. Here angioedema generalized edema is there, and pathology is different. Sorry, pathology is same, but in urticaria only dermis is involved, and in angioedema deep layer of skin are involved. This is the difference between urticaria and angioedema. Causes are same, pathology is same, only difference is here. Angioedema is a generalized edema and urticaria is a local edema, local dermal edema. Okay. Now, second difference is in angioedema there may be swelling of internal part is there, means GIT, respiratory tract, etc. Swelling is there. The swelling may be inside the nose, lung, GIT. So it is also present with local edema. Plus, if RT respiratory tract is involved, there is cough. Cough may be there, and difficult respiration is there. When GIT involvement is there, there may be nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain may be there. But in urticaria only itching is there and local edema is there. Here in angioedema, generalized edema is there, but itching is less, and internal organ involvement may be there, like the respiratory tract and GI tract. Okay. Now come toward the pathology. Pathology. First, stimuli. Cause. This is followed by mast cell degranulation. Okay. Release of histamine and other vasodilator. Okay. First is stimuli, mast cell degranulation. This is followed by release of histamine and other vasodilator. This is followed by acute reversible vasodilation. This is followed by increased capillary permeability. Okay. Then this is followed by leakage of the fluid. This is followed by edema. That is urticaria. So first क्या होगा, स्टिमुला आएगा, उसके बाद this is followed by mast cell degranulation. This is followed by release of histamine and other vasodilator. This is followed by reversible vasodilation. This is followed by increased capillary permeability. This is followed by leakage of the fluid into dermal area. This is followed by local edema or general edema. That is urticaria or angioedema. When angioedema is there, only difference, what is the difference? Pathology is same. What is the difference? When angioedema is there, generalized swelling, less itching, and in urticaria, local swelling, more itching. This is the difference. Cause are same, pathology is same, only general and local is the difference. Okay. Next point is causes. Okay. In causes, first is allergen. Allergen may be any type of allergen, just like pollen grain, animal gland, there are so many factors. Now food item, they also causes urticaria. Mostly fish, meat, all these food factor or other many factor food factor may causes the urticaria. Next is drug. In drug, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drug are the most common cause of urticaria. Chloroquine, sulfa drug, all these causes the urticaria. Now inhalant means जो भी रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट में जाएगा इनहेल करके, उसके बाद क्या होता है पेशेंट को urticaria. So these are the inhalant. There may be allergen, may be inhalant. Next is infection. There may be viral infection, may be bacterial infection, worm, amoebiasis. Everyone know viral and bacterial infection, but worm and amoebiasis are also the causes of urticaria. So when patient of urticaria comes, it is most important to take the history of any infection like worm infestation or amoebiasis. When treatment of that infection is given, patient may be cured from urticaria. Now emotional stress. Next cause is emotional stress. It also causes the urticaria. Next is general medical illness. For example, thyroid disease, carcinoma, systemic lupus erythematosus. It also causes the urticaria. Now contact urticaria means urticaria occur due to the contact with food, drug, animal saliva, etc. मोस्टली आपल्याला काय माहित असतं की काहीतरी खाल्ल्याने होतं, काहीतरी घेतलं पोटातनं तर अर्टिकेरिया होतं, पण मोस्टली कधी कधी नुसतं कॉन्टॅक्ट आला स्किनला तरी पण अर्टिकेरिया होतो. त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, कॉन्टॅक्ट अर्टिकेरिया. नेक्स्ट फिजिकल स्टिम्युलाय. फिजिकल स्टिम्युलाय ऑल्सो कॉजेस अर्टिकेरिया. फॉर एक्झाम्पल फ्रिक्शन, हीट, कोल्ड, व्हायब्रेशन, सोलर रेडिएशन also causes the urticaria. And heredity. Next cause is heredity. Hereditary angioedema. Hereditary angioedema is also one cause of the angioedema. Not urticaria, but angioedema may be hereditary. Now, next cause is urticarial vasculitis. When urticarial vasculitis is there, the cause is systemic lupus erythematosus and idiopathy. Okay. शॉर्ट मध्ये आपण काय काय कॉज बघितले. ॲलर्जन, फूड प्रोडक्ट, फिश, एग मोस्ट कॉमन राहते त्याच्यामध्ये. नेक्स्ट इनहेलंट. नेक्स्ट इन्फेक्शन, बॅक्टेरियल, व्हायरल. म्हणजे कधी लक्षात येत नाही ते मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट कॉजेस काय आहे, वर्म अँड अॅमिबियासिस. नेक्स्ट इज कॉन्टॅक्ट. Contact dermatitis means contact with food, animal saliva, dandruff or any other cause. Next is physical stimuli means like heat, solar radiation or any other stimuli like friction, vibration, sweating. They also causes the urticaria. Next is illness, medical illness like thyroid, etc. Next is arterial vasculitis. Arterial vasculitis के causes क्या क्या हो सकते हैं, systemic lupus erythematosus and idiopathy. Now clinical classification. Clinical classification of urticaria. The first type is ordinary urticaria, where अर्टिकेरिया occurs spontaneously and subside within the 24 hour. हम क्या देख रहे हैं अभी, क्लिनिकल क्लासिफिकेशन. उसमें फर्स्ट क्या आएगा, ऑर्डिनरी अर्टिकेरिया, where the wheels occur spontaneously and subside within 24 hour. Next is physical urticaria, means occur due to response due to physical stimuli, that is heat, friction, radiation, etc. It occur within 10 minutes and of the stimuli and clear within 1 hour. Now cholinergic urticaria means induced by the sweating. Aquagenic urticaria means induced by the water, means after bathing या swimming, उसके बाद अगर होता है तो this is called aquagenic urticaria. or maybe waiting in a rain, this is followed by development of the urticaria. This is called aquagenic urticaria, means induced by contact with the water. Okay. Now contact urticaria, it is induced by contact with the various substance and occur within 10 to 30 minutes and relieve या become clear within 2 hours. Arterial vasculitis, it occur after 1 hour and remain for 24 hours, more than 24 hours, means 1 to 7 days. Okay. म्हणजे आपण शॉर्टली काय म्हटलं, सगळे अर्टिकेरिया स्टार्ट कधी होतील, विदिन 10 मिनिट्स या 1 hour and subside within 2 hours. Okay, but only in arterial vasculitis it remains for more than 2 hours, that is 1 to 7 days. When any case of urticaria is come and it remain for 1 to 7 days, means it is not a common urticaria, it is the urticarial vasculitis. What is the urticarial vasculitis? The urticaria occur after swelling of the blood vessel. This is called the urticarial vasculitis. It is not the only dermal edema, it is the swelling of the blood vessel. This is followed by development of the dermal edema. This is called the urticarial vasculitis. Cause is different. There is not the cause of food, any allergen. There is cause is systemic lupus erythematosus or idiopathy. How it is diagnosed? It is diagnosed by the biopsy. It shows the swelling of the blood vessel. Why you come toward the diagnosis of biopsy? Because that urticaria remain for more than 24 hours, means 1 to 7 days. But other urticaria remain for only 24 hours, yeah, less than that 24 hours. This is the difference between that vascular urticaria and ordinary urticaria. So when patient come with the more than 7 day duration and more than 24-hour duration, there is no need to find out the other cause, but most important to find out the biopsical cause, whether there is a swelling of blood vessel is there, and to diagnose the where there is the systemic lupus erythematosus is there. Okay, so their treatment is different in that cases. This is the difference between ordinary urticaria, angioedema and urticarial vasculitis. So from duration it is differentiated. Now urticaria clinically manifests as a heave, which is transient, well-defined superficial erythematous edema. Okay, or raised area of the skin usually associated with the skin. Means urticaria is, what is the lesion called? Wheal or natal rash or heaves. These are the local transient swelling. These look like the erythematous or red edematous swelling, but present with the itching. What is the clinical presentation of angioedema? It is a generalized swelling, but with dermal swelling there is also involvement of the deep structure like respiratory tract, whole space, eyelid, lips, throat and GIT. When swelling present with the respiratory tract system, there is most common symptom are wheezing, dyspnea, hoarseness of voice, etc. When GIT involvement is there, there is nausea, vomiting, pain in abdomen. Okay, slight itching is there. In angioedema, slight itching is there. In urticaria, more itching is there. More itching, local edema. Slight itching, general edema. And involvement of other organ like eyes, nose, respiratory tract and GIT. So clinical presentation may associated with that involvement of that organ. Now come toward the investigation. Clinical presentation only having that 2 points. In investigation, the investigation have proper history, then personal history of any medical general illness, for example thyroid, systemic lupus erythematosus, etc. Family history of hereditary angioedema, full blood count. If it show eosinophilia, it indicate that the worm infestation is there or amoebiasis may be there. When ESR is increased, it indicate the vasculitis urticaria. Liver function test, thyroid function test and anti-nuclear antibody show the general disease condition. Anti-nuclear antibody when positive indicate the vascular urticarial vasculitis. Skin biopsy for the urticarial vasculitis. So common investigation क्या क्या करेंगे हम? फर्स्ट क्या होता है? हिस्ट्री. हिस्ट्री में ऑनसेट, ड्यूरेशन. नेक्स्ट इज फुल ब्लड काउंट. If eosinophilia, it indicate the worm infestation. Other टेस्ट क्या करने हैं हमको? थायराइड फंक्शन टेस्ट. It indicate next investigation is skin biopsy. It is for diagnosis of the urticarial vasculitis. Skin biopsy show the swelling of the blood vessels. So this diagnoses that urticaria from the other type of urticaria. Next test is challenge test. to find out the physical urticaria. Means any, for example, what is the cause of physical urticaria? Contact with the physical stimuli like heat, any cold thing or friction. When cold thing is applied, it shows the development of the cold ice bag is applied. When urticaria is developed, it indicate the it is due to the cold physical stimuli. If hot air bag is applied, it causes the development of the urticaria. Means indicate that the what is the physical stimuli for causes of the urticaria? It is a heat. Okay. When it develops after the friction, it indicate the friction is the one cause of development of urticaria. This is called the challenge test. Okay. And for hereditary angioedema, serum C4 level is diagnosed. This confirm that level is decreased. So this indicates the hereditary angioedema. All these are the investigation of urticaria. Treatment is find out the cause and avoid that cause. This is the most important treatment of the urticaria. Instead of giving the drug, avoid that cause. This is the most important in urticaria. That's why proper investigation is necessary in urticaria. Instead the treatment. When once cause is find out, stimuli is find out, avoid that stimuli, and then come part of the treatment like antihistamine, steroid, or according to the any cause. Means if disease condition is there, thyroid is there, antithyroid drugs are to be given to the patient. And in homeopathy, proper case taking and constitutional drug is given for urticaria. Okay, thank you.